think I'll attack this base. What the hell? Can't lose. Yeah, get him. Yeah, I'm gonna get you. Yeah, I'm gonna. What the hell is this? Where are these guys coming from? The frick? What? What? Oh, come on, will they get random reinforcements? Oh, I hate stupid reinforcements. Ruin the friggin' game. Oh, come on. Nah, what am I doing? I'm just getting my guys killed. They get 50%. You know what? Fine. Stupid game. I'm gonna friggin'. I just wanna buy them all. Just wanna waste $99 on these crystals so I can win. See? I see what you're doing there. This is very clever. Who the hell would waste $99 on this game? Okay, so here I am back again, Guardiane, with another video game deaths video. The sequel.
How do you do?
I would say part 2, but I think I already did it, the first one in 4 parts, so I don't want to confuse anyone. I'll just say the sequel. Why am I doing this? Well, people wanted me to, so I thought, what the hell, it's something different. It's not the worst games episodes that people want to keep seeing, which I'm overdue to make another one, but what the hell. So, this time I'm trying to pick, as many obscure games or games with most ridiculous death scenes or odd things in it that I could think of. I, of course, go through my library first and see what I can find, and past that I either ask around or I go searching, scouring the internet, but it wasn't easy to find what I have so far. So stay tuned and enjoy another set of ridiculous video game deaths.
I'm just resting.
Alright, so let's get started. So the first game I'm going to pick is one of the very first games, or the very first game I ever owned for PlayStation 1, back in 1994. Yeah! It's called King's Field. Why I bought this game first? Because, well, it was one of the first games I ever played of its type, ever. It was on the PlayStation, and I loved it. But it's one of those games that when you first play, you're kind of just dropped off in them with nothing, no help, no tips, just figure it out. Which, that's probably the way it should be, because there's too much hand-holding these days, which I won't complain I need for a lot of these games, otherwise I won't bother. But for this game, back in the day, before the internet really was big, and renting games was really the only way to play them, when you picked up this game, you're like, well, it's this or nothing, so I'll figure it out. That's really the way it was back then. You had no choice, otherwise be bored for the weekend. So once you took the time to figure it out, it was really fun. But when I first started playing this game, what stood out for me was the way you could commit suicide. Plus the numerous ways you could die the minute you start out, which is hilarious. Like, when you first start out, you see this giant octopus, you're like, oh, I must be able to kill that thing. It's a beginning enemy, right? Nope. Oh, there's a fish. Nope. Frickin' dragonflies even kill you. I don't even enormous dragonflies, but still. So you're kind of thrown off right away. You're like, discouraged. But what I found fun was climbing up to the top of a tower. When I first played this game, I'm like, I can't just jump off, can I? Oh, looks like I can. It's just the way you jump off and the way you die. It's just so calm. Like, watch. Look at that. Not a care in the world, no regrets. Just stroll right off that tower, 50 feet off the ground, face first into the dirt, and scream at the end like you're surprised of the outcome. And I would do this over and over and over again. I don't know why. I just found it amusing that you just jump face first. Not even no reaction from the guy. His arms don't go up to stop his fall or anything like you would instinctively do. Just, arms back, face first, diving right into the dirt. No problem. Not even screaming on the way down. He screams when he hits the ground, which I don't even think would be possible. If you fell that far, wearing all your armor and gear, face first into the dirt, I'm pretty sure you'd instantly break your neck and die. You wouldn't have time or room to scream. You were just dead. Tomb Raider had it right when you did this. Like, have you ever tried swan diving into the cement? And then you would just, when you hit it, you'd snap your neck and make this weird gurgling sound, which... Look at that guy! Pretty much sounds very accurate. So if you were to mix the Tomb Raider death sound with King's Field, yeah, that sounds about right. If you were assuming you're a woman, I guess. But, yeah, so if you did it for the other way around with Tomb Raider, this is stupid. I don't know. Anyway, the other way you can die in this, besides being murdered by enemies, is to walk into the water. Like, not the shallow parts, is a deep part. The instant you step into deep water, instant drown. This guy can't swim for it, not even a second. He instantly just inhales the water as he walks in it and dies. And he screams too. Like, I don't think he'd be able to scream like that underwater. I really don't. I don't buy it. He probably would make the Tomb Raider gurgling sound here too. Anyway, that's it for King's Field. So what do you got here? You got the serene, surprised shock plummet into the dirt with your face death, and the instantaneous drowning, yelling underwater death. Blazing Skies, or otherwise known as Wings 2 Aces High. It's a game released for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System back in 1992. Nothing really fantastic about this game. It was just a flight simulator. You played as a World War I fighter pilot in a biplane. So, there's nothing super spectacular about this game. I think it takes place for the British squadron. Whether or not this whole game is based on real situations or whatever, I don't know. It's a history lesson. The only reason I picked this game is nothing special about the way you die, right? You just crash a plane and blow up. But the reason I picked this game is one of the missions, how quickly you can kill yourself. So before I show you what I mean, try to picture this first, okay? Okay, so imagine a young boy who's dreamt of flying his entire life. He's envisioned himself soaring through the clouds like a bird. He paid constant visits to his local airport and watched as the planes took flight, praying for the day he can pilot one himself. One day, a retired pilot takes notice of the boy and offers him a chance of a lifetime, the ability to fly. He trains him day and night, non-stop, until the boy is an ace pilot. But still, he craves the chance to fly on his own in his very own plane. Then the war starts. He's drafted into the Air Force. He's eager to show off his stuff and show the force what he's made of. His trainer boasts the young man's abilities, and the Air Force commander instantly gives him his very own Avro 504. It's a real plane, but not sure if it's the right type. Anyway, then the young man counts the days of his first flight. The excitement's unbearable. Then the day comes. He walks down the runway, never taking his eyes away from the plane. The plane he's so desperately been waiting to fly his whole life. He enters the cockpit, turns on the engine, goes full throttle, pulls back on the stick, blasts into the sky, and...
Do you think so?
Yeah, really, you mean he couldn't walk away from that? No, I didn't speed that up either. That's how fast you crash into the ground. Just by holding up for a split second, you're just dead instantly. It's like, what if you really were trying and just held up by accident into the ground? Dead. And I like how it shows you the aftermath too, as in case you didn't know, you're dead. It's fatal. then you get to see your dumb alien mutant face when you're dead. Like you're supposed to feel bad, but I don't know. I kind of broke into laughter when I saw this. I didn't feel bad at all. What's wrong with his face anyway? It's like, I don't know. I could think of something. It starts with the letter D. First word sounds like. Alright, yeah, come on. Come on, someone's gotta laugh at that. Come on. Yeah, I'm going to hell anyway, so that's it. So I call this one, this death, that's it. I call it
Deadly faggots!
Pull the Star Cruiser. Whee!